things I love to do is I love to take my daughters out for dates. And typically when that happens, I ask them, where would you like to go? You can go to any place you want. Where would you like to go? And it seems like inevitably they want to go to Starbucks. I have no idea why. They do. They always pick Starbucks. And of course, okay, twist my arm, I'll go to Starbucks. Here's how it works. So they don't drink coffee, so I get my coffee, that's my treat, and then I get them a treat, like say a toffee bar or muffin or whatever they have. And so I get them one of these, and here's what we kind of do is I get them my treat, I slide it over there, I have my drink, and we start talking. And after a while, I say, can I just have a little piece? Just a little bite. Inevitably, my daughter would say, no, Dad, that's mine. This is mine. I don't have enough to share. No, this is mine, Dad. Don't. And I have to convince them to actually give me a piece, even though I bought it. I put it on a plate. I give it to them, and yet they don't want to give me anything. And what's really interesting to me is I've learned so much about my relationship with God through parenting and through having my own kids. One of those areas that God continues to teach me on is this idea of money and how we should view it. Because typically what I do when it comes to money is I look at it this way. I think if this is my money right here, I think, okay, this is mine. This is my money. And so I've got my budget, of course. And so the first is I make a nice little cut, and there's my mortgage payment right there. It's a pretty big chunk. Then there's another chunk for a car payment. I slide that over. And then I have car insurance, so I give a little slice there. There's car insurance. Then there's gasoline, of course, so that's going up. So we put that over there. And then there's home repairs. I put another chunk over here for home repairs. And then I have a clothing budget, right? And a little chunk over there. And then it's kids' activity. They more and more activities, so another chunk over here. But I got to give something to God, and so I realize I just kind of have leftovers for God. It kind of feels like I'm giving crumbs back to God. And what God has been teaching me is that this is not the way I got to view my money. If anything, I need to change my paradigm as to how I look at my stuff, and particularly when it comes to money. Here's what He's been teaching me is this. When it comes to my money, first of all, I start with, this is God's. This is not mine. This is God's. So thank you, God, for what you've given to me. And then I want to give my best to you. Proverbs 3:9 puts it this way. It says, honor the Lord with all your wealth, with the best part of everything you have.